Hi everyone. I wanted to show you while I was cutting this out a couple of ways that I do cutting out pieces. So I'm doing a Easter egg kind of thing, cutting out my scraps. But what I use is probably a little unusual, but I like a ruler with a straight edge. So I've got a 1x6 here. This is my original Olfa cutter from the 80s, but it's a 28 millimeter, and you can tell it's old because it has this hollowed out hole. They last forever. And then I have a big one to cut big ones, but I also have serrated scissors. These are Tonic Studio by Tim Holtz. I like them because they have big handles, big fat handles, and I have big fat hands, so they work out well, but they're serrated, so when you close them, they grip the fabric so it doesn't slip. So if I'm doing tiny little things like these, which I like to use freezer paper and then trace and cut it off. Sometimes I run it through the copier. You can get freezer paper that you can run through the copier. I should have put it out so you could see what it looks like, but we have it on the website, and it's heavy duty and it'll run through your copier. So if all your appliques are all together, you can just run off a sheet. But if the pattern is giving you one of these and you need 4, you're gonna have to draw some anyway. So for these, I did it on regular paper. I don't know if you can see the eggs or not, but these are 4 big eggs. I pulled this off by mistake, and then I've got some little stuff. So obviously I don't have any straight edges, but when I did this, which is going to be the grass and the Easter egg cart, I took my piece, laid my ruler on top of it, and used my rotary cutter to cut. It's straight, it's fast, it looks better. Then they have you go along and clip with your scissors. So I'll do that in a little while. But everything else I've, the big Easter eggs, which are this size if you can't see them on the paper, I use the rotary cutter. And usually I use the bigger rotary cutter and hack out one. And I guess I didn't do very well heating these up because they're not, the pink is not sticking at all. So this must have been the first piece I did, and you know, of course, Miss Patience here. But I end up with a piece that looks like that. And then I take the 28 millimeter cutter and go around moving the applique more than I'm moving the rotary cutter when I'm going around the circles. And at the end, I always have this little pointy thing. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little pointy thing here. And I just take the scissors and clip it off. And then I peel off my wool and I have my Easter egg. So I'll show you with another one. The little tiny ones I'm gonna do like these size, I'm gonna do with scissors. These little dots on here that are 1/4 of an inch, I'm probably going to cheat, and now that the paper's fallen off, I'm probably gonna put it through my AccuCut and cut it. But because I didn't cut it out with the big rotary cutter, I really can't, well, I guess I can. I can just move the applique and then slowly go around it with the rotary cutter. And like I said, I'm always left with a point on my egg or circle or whatever I'm cutting off, and then I just clip it off with the scissors. And there's my egg. Then I just peel the paper off, and I have 2 of my eggs done. I just find it easier on my hands that start to look more and more like my mom's and my grandmother's hands every day. Knobby, but straight edges like it is on the cart I did this with the rotary cutter, this with the rotary cutter, but when I got to the top, I went with the scissors. So that's basically how I cut out my applique shapes. Always, always, always close your rotary cutter. Just get into the habit. Close it. Flick it closed. Once you get to the end of the cut, close it. You'll be sorry. At some point in time, you'll be sorry. Thanks for watching. This is Debbie at Barnegat Bay Dye Works. Stop by the website and you'll see this kit probably tomorrow. I'll lay everything out on the background and then take a picture. And then I will take it off except for the things that are furthest away. And that's what I will staple. Yes, Fern, I will staple them to the background. Some of the little tiny pieces, obviously I'm not going to be able to staple these tiny little 1/4-inch circles, but I don't like to stitch through fusible. So these I'm just going to take Gina Kimball's tiny little applique pins. We have those on the website too. And I will stitch them on around the pin. I have a hard time with fusible. I've tried them all. I've tried soft fuse. That's the one, if I'm going to use it, that's the one I use. But I prefer not to have the fusible on. I just, especially if you're doing lots of layers, then I just find it hard on my thumbs actually to pull the thread through. So thanks for watching. Stop by the website and see the kit.